Hey guys, and welcome to part 8 of the Arkham Asylum playthrough. We are now going into the library for another Predator section. Off we go.
Whee! That guy did not stand a chance.
No chance whatsoever. Now this is where they stop. All the mooks now are wearing shock collars on them, which doesn't give them electric shock when they're knocked out. It just makes a loud beeping noise that lets other guards know that you're in the room. Then again, that's just to rub it in when really Joker's on the intercom sitting in his chair watching everything that's going on. This is where I do a little bit of a sneaky move, actually. Not a ballsy move, but a sneaky, funny, comedic move. Because I know that they're all going to go up to the first guy I knocked out, so I'm going to wait till they all gang run up, and then pull out the back claw. You'll see why. So there's 4 of them left. Okay, there's 2 of them going down, just the way I like it. Pull out my back claw. Whee! And that instantly knocks them out if they got right over the ledge. No matter what.
The unsuspecting fool.
And I love that move, especially when they're unaware that you're there and you just pop out, whoop, and then off they go. Later games they increase the speed on that, and I think you can do it up to twice before they notice and they start dodging the claw. Like they'll do it left and right because they can see you. Yes, they actually increase the intelligence of these guys. And here I am going to do it again.
Shit!
Right, now I'm going to wait for the 2 of them to separate. See if they get terrified, they'll go from I'll watch it back to, hey, what are you doing? No way, you're on your own. So now they're terrified because they're looking backwards and forwards and they're shaking. Okay, there's this guy. Let's go for him. He's on his own. Here I come. Fuck you, ladder! Fuck you, ladder! Fuck you! Screw me over!
Well, okay, his butt cheeks just sort of like smacked together there.
His arse quenched. There you go, that's 2 comedic fuck-ups. A ladder and an arse crouch.
Thanks. Where did Dr. Young go? I told her to run.
Hello, Officer Hook. How's the hand?
Couldn't think of any of that guy's arse.
You can't help it but just make fun of him for what his situation he is. I know that sounds harsh, but he's a fictional character, he can deal with it.
Do you think he suffers a panic attack whenever he watches Peter Pan though? Because of the fucking crocodile?
What, he hides behind the commissioner's desk every time he sees it?
Yeah.
Gordon! Now we need to go to Dr. Yon's office to get her formula, to see if she got the notes or did Joker get them. Our office is somewhere in this library, but first I'm going to collect 2 trophies because I know they're here, and I might as well just get them out of the way.
Time is of the essence, but first, it's Riddler trophies.
Aye, that's the thing about video games, you don't have to worry about the plot until you progress through it. Imagine the characters were just ready for their next scene and you take 10 minutes and they're like, where is he? Tapping their feet impatiently.
Like Sonic style.
Would you use a grapple gun to get yourself out of bed?
See, I'm perfectly fine getting out of bed.
Like, just if you imagine you're lazy as fuck and you put a switch and there's a hook on the roof, and then you just fire a grapple gun, off you get. Like, something like Wallace and Gromit, only with more modern technology.
Well, steady on, Gromit. He slips through that.
No, there was this funny clip I was watching, it was years ago when I used to watch Harry Hill's TV Burp, where it showed a clip of Wallace and Gromit, and then it shows Wallace getting out of bed, going through his contraptions, and then he slides on Harry Hill's desk, and a plasticine model, and then Harry just picks it up and then scrunches the model and then throws it away.
Poor Wallace. Did he ever do him?
And he's like, it's plasticine. Mind you, the only Wallace and Gromit movies I've ever seen, well, if you call them movies anyway, was The Wrong Trousers, and I believe it was called The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only two. Well, I lied. That was the third one I saw. What was that one with the fat chubby lady that was obsessed with killing men chefs?
Oh, that was A Matter of Loaf and Death.
Yeah, I remember where he had a big bomb in his pants and they were full of flour.
They became bakers. Have you noticed that, like, in every sort of, like, movie, Wallace and Gromit seem to have a different job, like, each time?
Oh, they must have one hell of a resume then.
Lee theorizes that the reason they have each job is so that they can save up for the next Call of Duty game.
Since when does a dog and an old man get interested in military shooting with guns?
Trust me, it's a long story between me and Lee. It's like banter stuff. It's a long story.
Well, we'll save that for the fat bastard. Yeah, fat bastard when he eventually gets himself better and gets back into this channel. Because otherwise, I'm going to hijack this shit.
This is your show now.
With an evil grin on my face. And then just, I don't know, and then make Lee bow to my will, saying, I will do whatever you ask. Good.
For old time's sake, scare the shit out of Lee by doing that Emperor, like, roar thing.
Aye, that they introduced in episode 3. Which, to be honest, came out of nowhere, but I think that was the point.
You could be the one to tell him. I'm not gonna.
Oh, look, more mooks. Are they going to think I'm with here? Of course not. If I had triple bannerines, I would have got all 3 of them at once. But here I'm trying to go for the back too, so I can get the gun-wielding mook first, before he fires his weapon. I'm running into him like, no you don't! Feel like I'm zigzagging all over the place, like a bouncing pinata.
I didn't say Batman.
Boing, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
Your thugs were trying to get into that office.
This corpse here is a riddle.
The main door.
That is the demon's head, Raz Al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, depending on where you want to pronounce it or not.
You mean fucking Qui-Gon?
Yes. Well, then again, it can get confusing. Like, you've got the animated series telling you it's Ra's al Ghul, but then you've got the Nolan films telling you it's Raz Al Ghul. Well, to me, it's always Raz Al Ghul because it sounds more menacing than Ra's.
I take it there's no right or wrong way on how you
Yeah,
pronounce it.
yeah. There's no right or wrong way. It's just a matter of preference. Plus, it depends if it has the hyphen in his name.
It's kind of like the Pokemon Arceus. Like, I prefer to call him Arceus, but like some people call him Arceus. There's no official. Well, they're both official names, but there's no right or wrong way to say it.
Yeah. That's why I don't. That's okay as long as it doesn't make it a senseless argument and nothing. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
I mean, those type of people that say, "Oh, it's said this way." No, it's this way. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's the same thing.
At least it's not as bad as the Robotnik versus Eggman debate.
Don't get me started.
People, it was Eggman the whole time. Like, that's what he's called in Japan. Robotnik was just a name that they made up for American audiences.
Then again, I kind of find it hard to take someone named Eggman seriously.
True. Robotnik is a more menacing sounding name.
If I follow these, I will.
Now we got Dr. Young's fingerprint. She's managed to get her notes before Joker did. So now we need to just follow her trail and find out where she's hiding them. Well, hidden them, sorry. Correct grammar correction.
It's just a twisted diversion. The real action's on Arkham.
And that mask there is another riddle. Black Mask.
I thought that was the Terminator.
No, a Black Mask is essentially a drug lord, but like his name says, he wears a black mask. But I don't know if it's an actual mask or it's a mask that he somehow glues to his face and he doesn't take it off.
That must suck.
Okay, now we are going to get the Sonic Batarang. This Batarang works as like a lure, so to speak, so you can throw this into the ground and then mooks will stupidly follow the sound waves and then you can instantly knock them out. Essentially, it's a mouse trap.
You know what gadget Batman should have? A bat laser pen. Where it's like, just shines it and then all the All the thugs like just sort of like chase after it.
He's no James Bond yet. Imagine that, a movie or a television series where Batman and Bond meet and they fight over which gadget's the best.
Patient interview 9.
Like, Batman would show all this fancy stuff he has, but then James Bond will come around with something like a laser pen or a cigarette that acts like a gun.
Do you want to know a really weird crossover that was actually considered back in the 60s?
What?
Godzilla versus Batman.
Okay.
I swear this was a real sort of like idea.
I get that Batman's one of the most popular, but he's not a god. He can't. Against Godzilla, Batman, as brilliant as he is, doesn't stand a chance. Then again, he would use his intelligence to find out Godzilla's weaknesses. Or does Godzilla have a weakness?
He's technically indestructible. The only thing that's ever destroyed Godzilla was the oxygen destroyer in the original movie, but aside from that, that's like the only thing that actually like killed him.
Look at these two gods here thinking, holy shit, did Batman do all this? I wonder if he's here. Shit, he is! Ah, my knuckles! Ah, my knuckles. Oh no! Now we're gonna head into the library. What does a bird need in the rain? The penguin. Penguin is another drug lord in the streets of Gotham, but the way his body is, he's got a body that's almost identical to a penguin, where he's barely 3 feet tall. He's got a long pointy nose, he's chubby, and he has a monocle and a top hat.
You think it's him that writes those jokes on the back of a penguin biscuit? You know, those really terrible jokes.
And then they all end in a sentence with
or noot noot.
Gets that childhood out of my Batman. If he was here, he would be talking non-stop about that bloody penguin.
You're beginning to impress me, man. You may still reach a level just below my genius one day.
Ah, now I can reach the grave from here. Problem is, I can't fly.
Superman, where are you?
I think that will be the last thing that Bruce will do, is call on Superman. Because the problem with Bruce is that he likes to think he can do everything himself. Then again, I don't know why he hires or orphans young boys to take out vigilantes. And I didn't break a toe or a foot in those cases there. I clipped right through them. And this is the library.
Oh, I remember this bit of the game.
Oh aye. Did you struggle here as well?
I struggled the first time, but I got it fine on the second try.
What was it that gave you so much trouble?
See, I ran out of time the first time. I can't remember what it was that made me like run out of time.
Probably just looking for all the Riddler shit.
More than likely. You know, I get a bit curious in the games.
You need to learn the most important plot device thing comes first, then exploration, then you can leave. But in case you you folks don't know what we're talking about, is that in this room, there's a bomb on the bottom floor with 2 guards attached to it. You have 2 minutes to go to the bottom floor, which means you need to go up to the top floor, get this chandelier to fall right through the glass so that you can go down and defuse the bomb before the guards die. And I do like that if you speedrun like I did, Joker will say something like, "Oh, reading the last page first, Batman?" Well, you suck. Because if you take your time, Joker will explain everything, but as I said before, if you speedrun because you know what you're doing, Joker will just give you shit for it. You know, that's attention to detail I like. How are we going to cut down this simple chandelier? Do we need pliers? Nah, just a batarang. Now off we go and let's set off this bomb. It doesn't help that there's no countdown as well.
1 minute 30 to go. I'm getting bored.
Ah, it's a dud.
Just press the button and
Don't know why a boxing glove.
Are they all gone?
Hey, do you think they put a mask on that doctor to save budget on the facial animations?
It all happened so fast.
That never occurred to me. It probably could have been.
Battleship, the video game, is infamous for that.
Really?
Have you not seen it? The game that was based on the movie, based on the board game. First person shooter. All the soldiers are wearing masks.
Like, how do you go from like a simple board game to a first person shooter?
It's Hollywood with their video games.
Hide her research notes on the formula when she was
So yeah. When did that movie come out? 2011?
2011, but I never saw it.
When like every movie licensed game was a first person shooter.
Because they couldn't think of anything else.
Oracle. I found Dr.
Yeah,
Young's
like-
formula.
I think like the first person shooter genre is starting to die down a bit
It's
now.
never this simple.
Well, we kind of had that problem back in the early 90s with the mascot platformer. You know,
Yeah.
after Mario and Sonic, there were numerous attempts to capitalize on that genre.
Yeah, platformers were everywhere, and then it was first person shooter, so I don't know what the sort of like next genre is going to be.
Virtual reality.
Could be.
Like the Oculus Rift, and now it's the PlayStation VR. Next Nintendo Switch will probably have a VR system somewhere.
I think Nintendo's actually considering it.
See? Told you. I'm psychic. Confirmed. Do not. This is me collecting at least a couple of trophies that I know I can get at this point. Like this one up here. But after this, we're going to continue on with the story. Yeah, the doctors are protected by plot. They'll be fine. It's murder getting that back down because you can't, you can't climb over the ledge and then just drop down and grab the ledge that's below. You have to go onto the bottom floor and climb up. And what's this? Fear gas again.
Oh shit!
Looks like we're going to have another Scarecrow section in the next part. See you then, folks.